Hello, my beautiful fountain friends. Welcome to PENBBS. I am the Countess, and I have another ink review for you. Yay, happy fun. This is a pretty great one. I like the color very much. It is Colorverse Alpha Boo. Thank you, Amanda, for providing this sample. It's part of their Project 2 series. The focus is like, what do? Don't understand. There we go. I've used pretty good chunk of it. So that's dope. Like that. Yeah. Let's pop right in. Let's scoot these to the side. Over there. Start with comparisons. Boom. There it is. There's the swatch. Very excellent pink. Some nice shading too. Get some halos there. Where it's scooted into the writing. It got real dark. It's pretty nice. It's light, but it's legible. It's kind of like a medium pink. So it's not light at all most of the time. But yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot of crazy stuff. It's just pretty straight up, like nice medium pink. It's not too warm, not too cool. It's real nice. I like it. This is a very good pink. Hell yeah. All right. Should we zoom? No, we'll just do this. Here it is with probably my favorite pink. This is Tomoe and Limbs. Who Are You? In all caps. Very similar. Except the Tomoe and Limbs might be a little bit warmer, but they're super close. They're really, really close. Boo doesn't do this kind of dealio. Maybe the Who Are You's a little bit warmer. But really awesome. Not as much variation in this one. But it still goes pretty light down there at the bottom. I missed a spot. I hate myself for the rest of forever. As if I didn't do that already. So yeah, cool, like that. Here is Graf von Faber-Castell Yozakura, another one of my favorite pinks. Certainly a little bit more on the warmer side, but very pretty. Pretty comparable, for the most part. But I really like this one too. This one's lighter in the writing. But still really great. Love that. Got a bottle of this guy. Happy about that. Big old chunky 80 mils. Love the Graf von Faber-Castell bottles. They're so good. I'll probably do a review on this at some point because I have so much ink. I have so much ink that I have to do stuff with. There's like a bajillion samples sitting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of those sample racks. Nearly full. And then they have a bunch of other samples that I had to clear one of the trays for, and they're in like a box over there, but they're mostly like early ink flight samples, so I'm like, oh, I don't care. But yeah, irrelevant. Here's Tomoe and Limbs Burma Tourmaline, which is a shimmer, definitely a cooler pink, but I figured I would share it anyway. This one's got some shimmer and a little bit of sheen. Kind of like a greeny gold sheen that looks almost disgusting. Like it kind of looks a little bit dirtier on camera than it is in person. But it's a pretty ink. I love it in writing. It's kind of dusty. Here's those two. Here's PENBBS 503 Rose Powder, another pink I love quite a lot. Definitely brighter. Not as rosy as the Boo. A lot more pink in this pink. It's good stuff. Love that. Here is Twisby Pink. I have a review of this. Whoa, camera hates it. It's turning it like orange. Oh, that's disgusting. I am so sorry. But I guess that's just what we have to sacrifice to get this one to show up right. It's lighter. of course. Definitely warmer. It's a much brighter pink. Can I adjust this in any way where it will look remotely presentable? But apparently not. It just wants to eat the color that's underneath. So whatever, there's that. Here's Ackerman Gourmet Pens Pink. Not remotely close in any capacity whatsoever. But I know it's something popular. I have a bottle of it. It's great pink. Love this ink. My only Ackerman bottle, actually. It's very, it's a lot more punchy pink. And here is Lady Rose. Not at all similar, but I think they could be friends. I think like the hue, it's like the tone is kind of similar. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Lady Rose is looking extra gray today. I don't know what's going on there, but there we go. Also have a review of that. My best video. Except it's not my video. It's Agatha's. So thank her. She's great. We love her. It's Amanda's wife. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this chromatography. All right, this looks pretty cool. I creased it somehow. I don't know how I did that, but it like creased in the same. What is wrong with me? How did I do that? There we go. This is the regular one, and this is the one I let dry. The stuff that I let dry ended up drying overnight instead of over just a few hours because I was playing Elden Ring with Amanda, and then I passed out. But yeah. No, this looks really pretty. It's like starts off with this gray. It's kind of like a bluey kind of gray. Then it goes up into like more gray. And then it goes this light pink, which is mostly, the color of the ink itself. Like very pale. And then it goes into this yellow, this explosion of magenta. Fuchsia. Fuchsia. But that's pretty dope. That's a really pretty chromatography. And then the one I let dry, that line got quite a bit darker. It's not like black, but it's definitely darker. And you see a little bit of like a blue coming out under there. Oh, okay, that's better. Not overexposed to shit. Yeah. Cool. Another more of that thing, but it's like there's a little more gray up in this one as opposed to the other one. But that fuchsia is still screaming at the top of the mountain. Love that. Cool. Here's the bleach test. It turned purple. It was really pretty lavender. So that's pretty nice. Also, I think my bleach solution might be a little bit too concentrated. And there's no more room in the vial for more water. So I could just dump some out and put more water in, but that's not the thing I did. I just dipped my dip pen in water. Glass nib. This guy, Moonman N6. We love her. She's great. But yeah, totally obliterated it in certain spots. But if it's not as concentrated, it turns like purple. So that's pretty nice. Look at that gradient is really good. Doesn't do a whole lot of crazy stuff with water, but that's fine. Here's the little doodle. It is a screaming opossum. I just remembered that I didn't use any pens for this. I just used a brush and the dip pen, the bleach for the little whiskers and the doofies. But this is pretty great. You get some really nice variation. You can go pretty dark and then like pretty light. And then here's some of that like kind of goldy color that we see in the chromatography around some of those parts. Dope. Pretty dope. I love this. This is very cute. He screamed. Yeah, pens. Let's not make huge mess. Thank you. Let's do that. Ooh. Here I have Rickshaw pen sleeve, Twin Peaks themed. Thank you, Amanda, again. She's very good at providing things for the channel. First up, we have the PENBBS 355. Oh, nope. In the gorgeous beloved favorite pen material ever, Niangao. Amazing. Love this pen. This is the bulk filler. It's great. Super good. Huge capacity. I have this one with the PENBBS extra fine nib. I don't think they sell pens with the nib. You have to get one of those special little nib capsules. But yeah, it's really dry, really fine, hard as a nail, but it's really consistent. It feels nice. Good feedback. We love that. Next, much smaller, is a little baby. It's a little baby. The Pelikan M205 Moonstone. Got that hella scrumptious hollow glitter all over the everything. Can we not do this, camera, please? It's beautiful. Love this. This one is in fine nib. Pretty bouncy fine nib for steel. It's quite wet. We love that. That's good. This thing posts like a dream. I love that. It's like posting a Prera. It's great. And the piston on this thing. Oh my god, I was trying not to fill too much, so I'm like, all right, I'll just do one little doobly-doo up in the ink, and then it's just like immediately all the way full. And I'm like, no, there's too much ink. So I took some out. But there's still quite a lot in there. It's great. Yeah, love this pen. Should probably do like a review on it at some point, but there's an unboxing if you want to see that, where I drool over all of the glitter. And here is my beloved Pilot Falcon, or Ilabo. Black one. Resin. This one has the soft medium nib. Just the medium nib because these pens don't come in a hard nib. But yeah, I like this. Got a sweet spot. I don't know. There are some times doing the paper test where it like didn't seem to want to work nicely. I don't know. Whatever. It's great. I love this pen. Super wet. Super great. Amazing for showing off inks. Really nice, deliciously soft. Amazing. But now, Clairefontaine, 90 gram per square meter. Here we go. Ooh. Thank you. Okay. Whoa. Camera. Thank you. Got some nice shading, especially in that printing. That's good. Yeah, this is where I had a little spot of like, why won't you write? I don't know, maybe it's a pressure thing. So that extra fine, totally legible. Like, absolutely legible. I was trying something different where I put all the pens next to their respective writing samples, but I don't know how much I like it. So you let me know. Let me know down below what you prefer, what you think is better. But yeah, there's still shading in that extra fine that's pretty dry. This ink has excellent flow. I love that. We got that nice juicy Pelikan. Really, really excellent shading all over the place. Love that. Not super dramatic, but it's absolutely there. Look at that floozy. And then the Falcon. The Falcon? That Pilot Falcon. That's what we're going to call it now. The Falcon. The Pelikan. Every pen here starts with a P. P pen. Well, like, hell yeah. Look at all that. Heckin, excellent. All right. So, see, it's pretty wet. Those swipes go far. You wouldn't expect it for an ink like this color, but hell yeah. 16 seconds to dry in that extra fine. 33 in the fine. 49 in the medium. Scrappies look really nice. There's the swatch. Nothing too crazy, but we do get a nice little chunk of variation there. Water test did way better than I expected on like all of the other papers, but this one. And the Mnemosyne. But you might be able to get something back if you really, really tried. Doesn't go away completely. That extra fine kind of disappeared. But hey, on the back. Ooh. Okay, no, that's not. Yeah. Whoa, camera. Stop. Stop. But yeah, got nothing. Super dope. Like that. Whoop. Here's the Maruman. This is the original one I did, but I think there might be something wrong with this paper sample. Because you got like feathering, and it looks amazing in that Falcon. That's super good. But there's still like fuzziness on it. Like, why did you do that? And like bled in spots? Why are you doing this? You were my favorite paper. Are you mad that I have found a new love? So here's another one, but I still got a little bit that little feathering. It gets kind of fuzzy in certain spots. I don't know why. This ink does not look like this. Does not like this paper. But it's still, like, as far as like shading goes, stuff like that, really nice. Dry times were kind of ridiculous. But still. Look at that. Look at that shading. That was amazing. It might have been finger oils messing that up. But still, that looked fucking excellent. Look at that. Those halos? Like, goddamn. So I guess this paper has like a love-hate relationship with it. It took 40 seconds in the extra fine, 60 seconds in the fine, and then a minute and 15 seconds in the medium. Why are you taking so long? But whatever, worth it for that shading. That's so good. Water test didn't do too bad. I mean, it's pretty bad. It's worse than most of the other papers. But you still get a little bit of that, you know, that gray that's left behind the bottom of the chromatography. I can't speak today. Or any day, for that matter. But, whatever. It's fine. Whoop. Oh, and on the back, I got a little bit of splotchy bleed in that, in the swatch thing. It looks like it's trying to ghost, especially here. But it's not so bad. It's definitely better than it was on the original sample. Rhodia. 80 gram per square meter. I don't really like this paper, but it's a thing that people use, so I'm using it as well. Shading's pretty good too, especially in that Falcon. But nothing really exceptional. It doesn't shade like crazy, but it's nice. The printing on that Falcon gets really wet. So we got some good shading there. Took 21 seconds to dry in the extra fine, 35 in the fine, and what did I write? What is... Oh, it's sideways, 35. It's like, what letter number is that? I don't understand. But whatever, it's fine. There we go. Swatchy. You can see a little bit of that kind of golden color underneath the wet part. And a water test, again, not the best, but especially over in these parts, pretty good. Pretty good. On the back, we got a whole lot of nothing. So that's good. I guess this paper and this ink can be friends. Tomoe River, 68 gram per square meter cream. This one, I mean, you can see the color change. Looks a lot more rosy on the cream. Looks really nice. Well, look at those halos. And some surprisingly decent shading in that extra fine. That's real good. It's real good. Oh, look at that. This was a delicious writing experience. That Pelikan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kind of like pools at the end of words. Really proud of that V for some reason. Really nice. These dark halos. Falcon, of course, star of the show as far as shading goes. Really, really good. Look at all of that. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Took 29 seconds in the extra fine, 39 in the fine, and 49 in the medium. It was pretty interesting little progression there. Good stuff. Big swoopties too. Water test. Cool little halo there. Why am I not using the pointy? The pointy to point instead of my gross thumbnail. But yeah, water test surprisingly didn't do really bad. Like you could totally still read that. It's not even as much of a difference between what was written and what's left. So that's cool. In the back, a whole lot of nothing. Again, very good. Awesome opossum. But you know, it's Tomoe River. You're not gonna get bullshit. I mean, you might get bullshit, but whatever. Here's the 52-gram white. Again, more of that little fucking fuckity plow. Oh, I keep wanting to say Pelikan, but it sounds too much like Pelican. But it's Pilot Falcon. Whatever. I like the little ghosty. Again, we get some pretty nice variation in that extra fine. Not a whole lot of shading in the cursive. Not a whole lot in the printing either, but it does a little bit. Pelikan, that one looks really good. Yeah, nothing really noteworthy there except for in the printing, of course, where it goes kind of like awesome. Falcon again, really nice shading there. I can't write in a straight line to save my life. I have I use the Clairefontaine as like the backer, but like I still can't write the straight line. But yeah, a lot of really nice halos. I like it better on the cream, I think. Worked out a little more because this is a thicker stock. I don't know. 24 seconds to dry in the extra fine, 42 in the fine, and 56 in the medium. So yeah, look at that. I think I put a little extra there. I really wanted to get it going. But that is just gorgeous. Look at that. And water test, it's worse than the cream, for certain. It washed away pretty good, but you can still see the dots. It turned gray here. But you could do worse. You could do worse. And no ghosting or anything. Didn't really do anything bad. Just that heavy swatch kind of pushed through a teeny tiny bit. But that's fine. That happens. We deal with it. Here I have HP Premium Laserjet 32-pound copy paper. I hate this stuff, but it's recommended to people. It looks kind of like fuzzy. That's gross. This is the smooth side, I think, right? I don't know. There's like a side, and then there's like a not side. But it still flowed nice. No problems there. Still get a little bit of shading in certain spots. That's good. Kind of got a little bit fuzzy around the edges in the wettest parts of the printing. So that's gross, but that's just what this paper does. Still really nice shading in that Falcon there. Okay, hello, I see you. Not too terrible. I have had worse experiences. It took 14 seconds to dry across the board. I don't understand what was going on there. Maybe some feeds needed to be primed or something like that, but they look, normal. The swatch does not really, nothing jumping out at me. So like a little wet part there that's interesting, but it's kind of flat. Water test did excellent because this paper is absorbent, really sunk into the fiber. It's really dug its heels in there. So that's good in case you use the paper and get it wet. On the other side, again, nothing. This paper is super thick. It's probably not going to ghost, usually. Then we got some little splotchy bits in that heavy swatch, but that happens. As we have experienced, no, the worst copy paper I've ever used in my entire goddamn life. It looks gross. Look at all that spread and the feathering and oh god, it's terrible. I hate it. Oh, no shading, nothing. It just like does not. No, this paper is evil. It's vile. I hate it. It is disgusting. Worst paper ever. But it's not as bad as it could be. It is still crazy spread. Crazy spread. The lines just explode. It dried instantly in everything. It's just, you can't even get a swipey. Oh, we got a little bit in the Falcon. Just a tiny little half a millimeter. And that swatch, as always, is awful. Water test did. It is barf-tastic, but there are some pretty colors that happened. You get like that, this fluorescent pink. But yeah, it exploded. It ruined the paper. And here's the back. Everything bled. Everything bled. That dry, extra fine bled. Like, why? How do you do that? How do you even do that? It's terrible. I hate it. So maybe don't use this ink on really bad paper if that is what you have access to. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, it's real bad. Real bad. All the bad. Super bad. Now, to cleanse our palette, Midori MD Cotton paper. No idea what it weighs, but it's amazing. It's so good. Got some more of that really nice shading. I feel like the color of this paper really suits this ink. It's real nice. Not crazy shading. This isn't, Tomoe River kind of dealio, but you still get a decent chunk, especially in that Pelikan and those halos. Really nice. Look at that. Look at that. Excellent. Superb. And then the Falcon, again, really giving it her all. We love that. Halo. More halos. Printing. It's good. Dry times were pretty good. 15 seconds in the extra fine, 28 in the fine, 34 in the medium. That swatch. Nice complex kind of variation in that part. Love that. Water tested pretty good as far as water tests go on light inks like this. You could probably get something back. It'd be hard to see, but you can get it. You still got the dots. They stuck around. Again, here it turned that gray color. On the back, you got a whole lot of nothing. Again, very good. Like that. Super nice. All right. Oh, and then I also have... No! Oh, that one little paper test just went flying under the no-no zone. Anyway, this is a Leuchtturm, 1917. Still working out like formatting for this, but I did paper tests for this, and I never did the rest of the paper tests. But yeah, I was thinking of dividing it in half, but really it'd be better to divide it into thirds, save more paper, all that jazz. But it looks really good. I don't use this that much because it's the only one I have, but I figure I might as well use it for a journal kind of dealio. Like that, do a little paper test. Look at that shading in the Falcon. That's sexy. That is sexually delicious. That Pelikan looks really good too. And that swatch, the smears. These pens were writing really well today. It took 30 seconds to dry in the extra fine, 73 in the fine, which was weird because it took 56 seconds to dry in the medium. I don't know, maybe my downstrokes, like pressure-wise, were a little bit too heavy. Heavy. That pushed that nib out a little bit. But yo, this is really nice. And then in the back. Yeah, I mean, you can tell something's there just because, you know, it's paper. And it's against paper. But, like this, nothing. That swatch didn't even try to bleed through. That's really good. Super good. And then, I also have this Rhodia Heritage notebook. I don't really like the paper that much, but I love the binding. It just flat, immediately flat. Super good. Love that. But it gets a little fuzzy in certain spots. This is where the page got wet, so ignore that. But like you see, it's kind of like texture-y. Look at that. Why is it so bad? But I've started this as a little ink notebook thingy where I like write my thoughts and shit. So I'm gonna keep doing it. But it's not the best. We got some bleed. This is 80 gram. Oh, 80. Whoa. This is 80 gram. 90 gram. 90 gram Clairefontaine paper. So I don't know why it's doing this. It's a nice cream paper. The paper feels nice. It's great to write on. And it lays flat. It lays so flat. You don't have to do anything. It's great. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know your experiences with these papers. There's ink if you've tried it. That's all I got for today. It was fun. I hope you had fun. This was fun. Punch Nazis, I love you. Goodbye.